It has sometimes been said that if you solve the problems in Kashmir, you won't have a problem of Kashmir. And for the next half hour or so, we'll take you beyond Srinagar to the furthest reaches of the line of control along the Jhelum Valley to show you that these very soldiers that carry Kalashnikovs in one hand are with the other hand winning over the hearts and minds of the Kashmiri people, remaining alert constantly to the threat of cross-border terrorism and militancy. Once upon a time, almost 80,000 troops exchanged over 400,000 rounds of bullet fire every month across the line of control. Today, with increased surveillance, the gunshots may be sporadic and intermittent, but the militants still trickle in with the same old agenda to bleed India through 1,000 cuts.
हेलो एक्शन सर बात करो बकरा गली में कुछ हरकत हो रही है क्या
बकरा गली में सेट किया हुआ है सर I can see 3 of them. Inform Pandey to activate his all ambushes. They should be alert.
At headquarters such as this, high-level technology and surveillance devices that lie behind me allow a battalion commander to keep track of every valley, every spur in his entire operational area, which could be as far as 10 kilometers away. And this allows them to track militant movements and to lay specific ambushes when it is required.
2 ambush आई, मैं ambush लेके जा रहा हूँ 21 नंबर पे।
हाँ साहब।
आप लेके जाओगे 23 नंबर पे।
ठीक है साहब।
तो सभी ambush में अलर्ट रहेंगे। सबके पास नाइट विजन इक्विपमेंट्स है?
हाँ साहब।
सब क्लियर है?
हाँ साहब।
रेडी हो जाओ।
It seems that life on a picket in the far-flung areas of Kashmir is all about patrolling and ambush. How long have you been in the valley?
We are here from. I'm here from past 8 months or so.
Okay, great. Where are you from?
I'm from Bangalore.
Gosh, it seems half of Silicon Valley seems to have arrived in the Kashmir Valley, is it?
Yeah, like from Silicon Valley to the Kashmir Valley. We are still in the valley.
Okay. I mean, do you have, in all these months that you spent in the valley, would you like to recount any special experience? What has it been like to serve here?
Until few months back, I was at a post that was almost around 13,500 to 14,000 feet high, and I was there all along the winters, 4 months, and this time there was a record snowfall also. So it was a totally different kind of experience. I was there with 15 men of mine, and it was good. It was more against survival.
Yeah, it was an experience about how much you can sort of take, your body can take and your mind can take, complete isolation, but you're still putting it up with a smile, isn't it?
It's a very responsible job actually. You cannot just go to sleep. It's like stay awake to stay alive.
You follow orders and don't question orders. It is for you to do and die, but not to question why. Right?
Right.
In combat, he leads a battalion of almost 800 soldiers. Together, they protect 20,000 lives, man 16 pickets, and guard almost 10,000 meters of fencing. And as their commanding officer, he is a leader, soldier, and administrator. Because in these remote, far-flung regions of India, the only semblance of the government's authority is the CO of an infantry battalion. And it's from tactical heights like Zorawar here, they watch over their territory, fortifying every acre in every direction that the crow flies. For the villagers, for the local population, the CO of an infantry battalion deployed in obscure locations like this symbolizes authority, governmental, Indian authority. How do you see that?
When I look at the entire role of my battalion here in this Sewa, it is diversified. We have an operational role, we have a training role, we also have the role of management of the local population.
Do you see that really as a true reflection of your role here?
You see, here we are dealing with resources. We are not just doing it on papers. If we go to move, let's say, the microhydel project onto one of the remote villages, well, we got to get a turbine from somewhere, we got to get the labor from somewhere, and we got to implement that in a time-bound frame. So what we actually deal with is not just paperwork, we got to move things on ground.
I'm told some of your men and your troops are deployed right on those ice-clad peaks. I mean, how do you feel in this balancing act between a post and a picket here, which is tactically sited?
You see, I'll put it across in a manner that the primary role is basically to safeguard the line of control over there. And the posts which are there on the high altitude are always at the back of your mind. Because some people may think, you know, it's only the winters that we go through. Well, it's not just the winters. Even in an environment like this, it's the lightning which is there at times causes a lot of problems.
And obviously, winter stocking is an issue.
Oh, yes.
Where rations are kept
Definitely.
for contingencies which could last up to months.
Well,
clothing, getting the letters across to them.
Oh, yes.
Newspapers reach them, what, once a week or something?
Well, you know, you'll be surprised that even on posts like that, we have got communication which is foolproof. And a boy sitting there can talk to his house almost every day if he desires so.
Fascinating. I mean, how times have changed. In our time, you couldn't get radio set communication across from one hilltop to the other unless the line of sight was clear.